जाह्नवी तटवने जगमनलोभा हे बदखे निताचा बमे गददारा निकटे अद्वैत हृदि वस छत्रधारा घोरचा रत्न सिंहसान आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने हे बनर हरि आदि कोरे चमर डुलाया संजय मुकुंद बसु गोसादे गाया शिव शंकर बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करता मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला माधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे पिता गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल पिता गौरा हरि बोल पिता गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल पिता गौरा हरि बोल के बबहू कोटि चंद्र देने वदन भुज्वाला गाल देशे बाणमाला कोरे जलमाला के शिवा Sampada Bhakti Vinodare Hipatayo Jayo Godakande Adati Koshoga Hipatayo Jana Vitakavale Jagamanalo Jana Vitakavale Gorange Arate Koshoba Jaga Janamana Loba Gorange Arate Koba Gorange Arate Koshoba Jaga Janamana Loba Gorange Arate Koba Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Jana Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Shunyavadi Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya, Kishore Kishori Jaya, Kishore Kishori Jaya, Kishore Kishori Jaya Radha Madhav Radhe, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Radhe, Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshan, जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शन जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन राम जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की नाम आचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Should I start? Namaste Narasimhaya Praladalaine Hiranyakashipu Raksha Shrilatankanakalaye Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narasimha Bahe Narasimha Gaye Narasimha नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरेण्यकाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल नरसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की निताय प्रेमानंद
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. On behalf of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, we welcome you all to Sunday Feast program here at Sri Sri Kishore Kishori Temple. Thank you all for coming. Is there anybody who has come for the first time? First timers, please. Alright, please keep your hands raised. We have a small gift for you. Here. So please do come. Keep your hands up so she knows where you are. So Thank you so much for coming. We have this program every Sunday from 5 to 8. We have nice kirtan, then a little talk, and then we'll have vegetarian feast. So please stay back till 8 o'clock. We have a kirtan also at 8 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, till 7 to 8, we'll have a kirtan here as well. A couple of announcements before we get on with the program. As you all see the posters out here, Janmashtami is coming up. We'll have a 2-day festival on the 25th and the 26th. So you can see the details out here. The 25th will be a Sunday, 4 to 8. So we'll have the Sunday feast, but it will be a special Sunday feast. It's a pre-Janmashtami festival feast. It will have a lot of fun activities, good bake sale, and also a very wonderful lecture by His Holiness Romapad Maharaj. We'll also have on the 26th we have a whole day, whole evening from starting from 5 to 12 midnight. We'll be here. There is a block party outside 5 to 8, and also we'll have a lot of festivities going on here with Abhishek and everything. Sponsorship details are there on the flyer. Please, we encourage you to sponsor this wonderful festival. It's a very big festival for all of ISKCON as well as all the other people who love and adore Krishna, Lord Krishna. It's a birthday of Lord Krishna. So we also have this Vaishnav Sudha. This is a wonderful, it's a USB. You can see this here. It has a collection of songs of our Vamsi School of Music. Our children, just now you saw one kid singing the Narsimha prayers. So they have done a group singing in a studio and recorded these songs. It is a very wonderful collection of songs. They have put a lot of effort behind this. We will have this for sale from next week onwards. I encourage everybody to please buy one of these and encourage our kids. They have put a lot of efforts. I can put a few, there are some snippets that I have. I want to make you hear that so you get an idea. It's not going to be very expensive, but it will definitely encourage these kids to do more such such recordings. They had booked up a place to record this with the help of Radhakud Mataji. They spent a couple of months practicing it, and then they went there the whole day to sing it. So this will be available next week. Please keep an eye on this. Our kids will itself be selling out there. So for today's Sunday feast, we have His Grace Rajapati Prabhu, based on the theme that we have for this month, where we are trying to understand and trying to prepare ourselves for Janmashtami festival. He has titled his talk as Welcoming Krishna into Our Hearts. We'll welcome him with a big and loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol! So he'll be sitting here. I would request everybody to please turn off your mobile phones or switch it off or put it on vibration. And also, please, if you can come a little closer. This looks like a big vacuum here. There's nobody there. So please come a little closer, everybody, so that we know that there are some people here. Please come closer. Everybody can come this side if you like. This side. Thank you.
We'll start with Radha Madhava prayers. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya कुंज विहार जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुनातीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 जय किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी जय जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Start with a small prayer for auspiciousness. Om Jnana-timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So, how many of you know when is Janmashtami? Everybody knows? When is it? 26th. And as Prabhu mentioned just now, we are having 2-day celebration for Janmashtami, for welcoming Krishna. The topic for today also is welcoming Krishna. Not so much for, let's say, Janmashtami, but more for welcoming Krishna into our hearts, which can happen any day, any moment. We can welcome Krishna into our hearts, not just on Janmashtami day, but on any day, at any moment. So this is more for, let's say, Janmashtami every day. Okay. So as I mentioned, Janmashtami is on 25th and 26th. Who is Krishna? Just open question. Who is Krishna? Krishna is all attractive, yes. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, Prabhu. Sorry. Param Sakhim. Yeah. Yes. What else? Whom you can trust. Yes, whom you can trust. Absolutely. Yeah. Krishna is everywhere. Yes. Yes. Anything else? So yeah, Krishna has many definitions based on how we look at him, right? And according to Brahma Samhita, it says Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachid Ananda Vigraha. Krishna is the Supreme Godhead, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. So that means that, as Balaram Prabhu was sharing last week also, Krishna doesn't take birth. Krishna doesn't take birth. On Janmashtami day, we say it's his birthday, but actually he appears and disappears. And the analogy that we can use for this is that of the sun. right? Let me see if I can present this. Some flying effects there. So, Anadir Govinda, Sarvakarana Karanam. He is the origin of all, and he has no origin himself. So there is no birth for Krishna, right? But he's the prime cause of all beings here. And he's the prime cause. So that is Krishna. And like I said, there's no birth, so that he appears like the sun. The sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening, right? Yes? Is that right? Okay. But actually, sun is not going anywhere. It's the earth that is revolving. And there's some place he's there, right? When he's setting here, he's there somewhere else. So he's eternal. Sun is eternal, eternally present everywhere. But for us, jivas, it seems like the sun is appearing every morning in the east and is going back in the west. But he's there eternally. Just like that, Krishna is there eternally. He doesn't have any birth, he doesn't have any, but for our sake, he appears and disappears. Okay? So Srimad Bhagavatam is that one scripture that is equivalent to that representative of Krishna in the Kali Yuga. So after Krishna left, there is a verse in the Bhagavatam that says, Krishne swatham upagate dharmadnana dibisaha kalau nashtadashamesha puranarko danoditaha. That means, can you read? Can somebody read the translation? I hope it's visible. Anybody? Yeah, the Bhagavatam appears when Krishna disappears from this material world, and it is there for us to learn about Krishna, to know about Krishna, and Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. So if you don't have a set of Bhagavatam, I would highly encourage you to get one from the gift store. It's on discount for Janmashtami, I think. So please get one, because it's none other than Krishna, and we can worship him like Krishna. The way we worship the Bhagavatam is through reading Bhagavatam and understanding who is Krishna. And especially out of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a book that Prabhupada wrote out of the 10th canto, which is called the Krishna book. And it's a separate volume which describes the birth of Krishna and the pastimes of Krishna, focused more on the pastimes of Krishna. So even if you don't have Bhagavatam, at least if you can take the Krishna book, it will help you understand more about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And the 10th canto, the first 4 chapters kind of describe what is, it kind of goes in parallel to our spiritual life. The first chapter is named or is titled Advent of Lord Krishna in the 10th canto. And in this chapter, the intolerable miseries make Mother Earth approach Lord Brahma, and all the demigods go and pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to take birth on Earth, so that he can take care of all the problems that Mother Earth is facing, all the living entities on this earth is facing those. So they go and pray, and they offer prayers in chapter 2. The demigods offer prayers in chapter 2. So this is like us, going through the miseries of life and then praying to Lord Krishna, and through our sadhana bhakti. The second chapter is through our sadhana bhakti we pray to Krishna. And chapter 3 is the birth of Krishna. It's titled The Birth of Krishna. And Krishna appears to show his causeless mercy. Just like when we start our sadhana bhakti, Krishna gives us hints of Krishna being present. So this is like Krishna appearing in our hearts. And chapter 4 is the atrocities of King Kamsa. So as soon as Krishna appears in our lives, it doesn't mean that the problems go away. But as Mataji said, there is trust in Krishna, and Krishna protects us. So there is the reciprocation that starts, and we see the protection of Krishna. So it's not like the problems disappear, but the problems will be there, but we know how to deal with those problems. So that's the trust part that comes in, and that's chapter 4. And chapter 5 on to chapter 90 is full of Krishna's pastimes. So I'm going to mention something at the end of this lecture about chapters 46 to 90. We have a special something coming up for Janmashtami, so I'll not break the surprise right now. So Krishna's appearance really is inconceivable because, like I said, he appears and disappears, and he decides on certain times in the whole universal time cycle when he appears and disappears, and what avatar he takes, and what time he appears as Krishna, and so on. And in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, there are a few verses where he says he's unborn, like we discussed, he doesn't have birth, and he says, I still appear in every millennium in my transcendental form. So he mentions this in the 6th verse of chapter 4. And after that, in chapter 4.9, he says, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvataha tvita devam punarjanma naitimami miso arjuna. So he says his janma is divyam, which is divine. And it's so extraordinary that if we can properly understand his divine appearance and disappearance, there is no birth for the soul itself. So it's really important. That's why, reading Bhagavad Gita and understanding how Krishna appears and disappears, reading the Krishna book, reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, it helps us in understanding who is Krishna, and also all these pastimes that are filled with so much like adventure and so much about Krishna's really like what he did with his Gopa boys and girls, and all the pastimes that he performed on this earth, especially the childhood pastimes. They all have a deeper meaning, and they all describe his appearance and disappearance in more detail. So, and he says himself in this verse that when we read it, when we understand it through the mercy of the devotees, through the mercy of the spiritual master, through the mercy of Lord Balaram, when we understand his janma as divyam, as divine, then we can, we need not take birth again. And we can go through why we should not be taking birth again in this material world. I mean, for those of you who are not suffering already, we can take a look at why we are, why we should not be taking birth again in this material world. So, as part of welcoming Krishna into our hearts, the greatest examples of welcoming Krishna is that of his parents, right? Vasudeva and Devaki, they welcomed Krishna even though in a prison cell. They welcomed Krishna after going through so much sacrifice, right? They had to sacrifice 6 of their children. In fact, when I think you will see that in the drama on the Janmashtami day also, the whole pastime of Krishna's birth. Right now, all the kids are upstairs practicing with some of the adults too, in the drama where they're going to depict how Krishna's birth actually happened. On Janmashtami day, we will have this drama. In brief, when Kamsa and Devaki and Vasudeva are going on a chariot after their wedding, there is an Akashvani, or there is this sound vibration in the sky which says that Kamsa, 8th child of Devaki, is going to be the reason for your death. And Kamsa at that point is bewildered and he doesn't know what to do. He loves his sister so much, but at the same time he's so afraid of this Akashvani or the voice in the sky that he's ready to kill his own sister at that moment. And because of that, Vasudeva, the husband, he immediately comes in and he says, please do not kill the Akashvani or the sound in the sky. It only mentioned that the 8th child of Devaki is going to be the cause of your death. Why do you want to kill her? So why don't you take all the children and you can do whatever you want with those children? So at that moment, Kamsa agrees and he puts them in the prison cell, and he says that as soon as he expects from Vasudeva that as soon as the children are born, he's going to take them and he's going to kill them. So when the first child is born and is taken to Kamsa, Vasudeva takes as promised to Kamsa. Kamsa actually thinks, okay, you know what? You're being honest and you got the first child, but actually it's the eighth child which is going to be a cause of my death, according to the voice in the sky. So I'm going to let you go and let you go of this child as well. But then there is, as we will see in the presentation going forward, there is a reason why the demigods also want these the 6 of the 8 children to be killed. And we will see the reason why. But these 6 children, because Kamsa gives up on killing the first child, all the demigods are thinking, okay, now this will mean that it will delay the process of Krishna's advent, right? Krishna coming in to the material world, because Kamsa has, not killed the first child. We need to ensure that all these children are. So they send Narada Muni. So Narada Muni comes to Kamsa and he says, "Oh Kamsa, you fool." And Kamsa doesn't do anything. Normally, if a person tells Kamsa, "You fool," his head will be like, going down immediately. But he will say, "You fool, you're letting all these children go away." Vishnu is very, very tricky. He actually tricked you already. You know about the trickery he does. So you never know when the 8th child will be coming in. He shows the example of a lotus flower. So he shows that and he says, "You know what? Show me which one is the 8th petal in this lotus flower." And Kamsa is like counting from here and then goes back in circle. So you cannot really make sure which one is the 8th child. So Kamsa gets bewildered again, goes back to Vasudeva, takes the first child and kills the first child. Like that, he will kill all the children until the 6th child. He will take one by one and he will kill all the children. So this is the kind of sacrifice that Mother Devaki and Vasudeva had to go through. They had to lose their 6 children as soon as they were born. And they were willing to pay any price to see Krishna, intense eagerness to see Krishna. And they were very tolerant going through all this misery in the prison cell. And Janmashtami for us is a celebration of this mood of a devotee's eagerness to see Krishna in our hearts at any price. So unless we are eager to see Krishna, like Balram Prabhu said again last week, we will come to the festival, we will dance and we will sing, and it will be like another festival for us. We'll have a lot of prasadam, that's also there. But unless we are eager to see Krishna really in our hearts, Krishna will not appear. Okay, so that eagerness, that focus is needed, and the thirst is needed for seeing Krishna. So this is another verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Any volunteers to read this verse? Just read the English part. Yeah, the thirst, every Janmashtami, it's coming year after year, but the thirst for seeing that sweet Krishna, reading about sweet Krishna, and understanding who is this Lord, and knowing all these pastimes just increases constantly. It never decreases, right? So let's read a little bit about the 6 children of Kamsa and why the demigods really wanted them to be killed. So according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and the acharyas and the great commentaries that they provided for Srimad Bhagavatam, they explain that these 6 children were the children of a demon called Marichi, and they were called Shad Garbhasur. And Marichi represents the mind, okay, and these 6 sons represent the rebellious tendencies of the mind. Okay, this is how we're going to go into this, cleaning our mind and cleaning our hearts. So these demoniac propensities are kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, and matsura. Right? These are lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, and illusion. Okay, and Devaki, her womb represents the mind or bhakti. Okay, and this is how these six demoniac, let's say, qualities are there in all of us, and we need to clean our hearts so that we can welcome Krishna. Okay, and that's why even in the womb of Devaki, these six children who represented these six qualities were actually killed by Kamsa. And then appears Balaram. Balaram is the seventh child. Balaram appears in the womb of Devaki, but then it seems as though Devaki has a miscarriage. But at the same time, Balaram is appearing there to clean the womb of Devaki after these six anarthas or the six bad qualities are cleaned up. Then Balaram appears, Dauji, and he cleans up the womb of Devaki. And Devaki's womb again represents bhakti, right? And Balaram is there to clean it. And Balaram is also called the Adi Guru or the original Guru. So he represents the spiritual master. So he teaches us how to take out these six or more envious quality or the pride or greed, illusion and lust and anger, which are always affecting us. So Balaram comes there in the womb and cleans the womb so that Krishna can appear. That's why Balaram is also called Sankarshan. He's taken from the womb of, Sankarshan means from one womb to another womb, he's attracted from one womb to another womb. So he's taken from Mother Devaki's womb to Mother Rohini's womb. That's why he's born in Mother Rohini's womb, Balaram. And we also have Balaram Jayanti that's coming up this Monday, this coming month, 19th is Balaram Jayanti. So we welcome Lord Balaram first, as in this case, and then Krishna appears on the 26th, 1 week later. So we have this verse where we are saying welcoming Krishna into our heart. And what is the proof that Krishna is there in our heart? In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is this beautiful verse, Shinvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayantastohi Abhadrani Vibhunoti Suhritsatam. Sri Krishna, who resides within everyone's heart and is the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the heart of every devotee. So, Devaki's womb, representing bhakti, these first six enemies had to be killed, and the enemies born of the mind before Krishna, before her womb was fit for Krishna to appear within, as we discussed. So this is another verse where Krishna is saying that he resides in everybody's heart. Okay, so this is how we can. But these coverings, this lust, anger, greed, envy, these are all covering the heart. And once we clean that covering through the help of Balaram, we can actually welcome Krishna. So Kamsa represents fear or bad association. Okay, so the material world, as we all know, and as Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita, is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. That means there is suffering in the material world always, whether we like it or not. There may be glimpses of happiness here and there, but in the material world, there is suffering always. It continues. Okay? So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, it's dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So, if we don't have the fear of material existence, we won't be able to get out of the cycle of birth and death. So, if we are in the cycle of birth and death constantly, then there will be automatically suffering also continues, because this is the design. By design, this is supposed to be like that. Okay? So, we should always strive to get out of the cycle of birth and death. Okay, so that is our philosophy. That is how Krishna wants us to work towards getting out of this cycle of birth and death. And if we don't have the fear for this material existence, then naturally we won't work on getting out of this material world. And in order to destroy the enjoyment propensity, which is binding us to this cycle of birth and death, we have to fear Kamsa, who is fear personified, and for that we need to get rid of these qualities that we have. So then and then finally I'm saying that purity is the force is something that Prabhupada always mentioned, and this purity is something that will only come when we follow the process of Krishna consciousness and follow it with an intention, follow it with focus, Krishna consciousness. Let's dig a little bit about the pastimes, little stories in which we can learn, because Krishna said that one who knows and one who understands me through these pastimes will not have to take birth again and again, right? So let's see and read about some pastimes where Krishna was part of killing some of these demons, and how these pastimes are not just pastimes of Krishna doing an activity or killing a demon, but they all have a deeper meaning within these pastimes. Okay, so you can see there's many pastimes. There's only a few that I'm listing here, but there's many pastimes that Krishna manifests in this material world with his Gopa boys and with Nanda Maharaj, with Mother Yashoda, and so on. So one of the first pastimes that Krishna when he's born is that of Putana. Many of you know of this pastime where Putana is sent by Kamsa to kill Krishna. He knows that Krishna is now in Vrindavan, and he has to send all these demons to kill Krishna. Now Putana, she disguises, she's this demoniac, there's a demon who's like really huge, but she dresses and disguises as a beautiful goddess and comes into Vrindavan. One after another, she feeds all these babies with poisonous milk, and she starts killing all these babies in Vrindavan, not knowing who is really Krishna. And finally, she comes to Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj's house. And even Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they are under the Yogamaya. They don't know this is a demon. And she looks like Goddess Lakshmi. So she must have come to greet our Krishna who's born here in our home. So they welcome her, and she starts feeding Krishna with her poisonous milk. And what Krishna does, Krishna knows this is a demon. But at the same time, Krishna is so merciful. There is this beautiful verse that comes in Bhagavatam, one of the most beautiful verses, because this also changed the heart of Sukadev Goswami. He was not a Vaishnava before, but after reading this verse, he became a Vaishnava. That's how powerful this verse is. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jigam sayapaya yadapya sadvi lebhe gatim datri uchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum sharanam rajema. So this verse, it says, alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of a mother to a she-demon? He knew this was Putana. It was a demon. And he still gave her the position of a mother. And although she was unfaithful, and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. So she prepares to feed him with poison, but he gives him the ultimate position of a mother. Not only that, he will suck the life air out of this demon, and he will liberate her, and she will eternally get the position of a mother in the spiritual world. Such is the amazing quality of our dear Lord Krishna. So even to his enemies, he gives liberation and gives the most elevated position of a mother. And this verse, hearing this verse, Shukadev Goswami's heart is transformed. The narrator of Srimad Bhagavatam, his heart is transformed. So, what is the lesson that we can learn from this pastime? One is that even an imperfect relationship with Krishna results in a perfect ending. So you may not be the perfect devotee, you may not have the most perfect, desires to serve Lord Krishna. You may have some here and there, some qualities that you're working on, and you may not be perfect. But even an imperfect relationship with Krishna will result in a perfect ending. So it's our duty to not strive for perfection, but to strive for pleasing Krishna as much as we can. Okay, and then the next part is Putana represents the deceitful guru, because deception is something this demon came up with, right? I mean, with deception she tried to feed Krishna with milk, poisonous milk, and when we say deceitful guru, there are many gurus, fake gurus. When you go on YouTube, or you'll find a lot of videos claiming, or even when you go to India, there's a lot of gurus. Not just in India, even here too. They travel here. They try to spread Mayavad philosophy, or the philosophy where they claim that there is you and God are the same, or they say that I am God, worship me as God, things like that. There are many fake gurus like that. So we have to be very careful when we choose a spiritual master, that he's coming in the parampara, as in the disciplic succession, that is coming straight from Krishna, so that the message that is coming in the disciplic succession is not altered by these fake gurus. So Putana represents the deceitful guru, and also Putana represents the intuition, or the so-called dreams that we may get, the intuition of the heart that we may get. Some people say that once there was this devotee who went and talked to another devotee, and he said, "Prabhu, from tomorrow I'm not starting. I'm not chanting." And this Prabhu asked, "Why? What happened, Prabhu?" And then he says, "Yesterday Krishna came in my dreams and he said I should not be chanting from tomorrow." So, these kind of intuitions, some also say, like Krishna came in my dreams. And so it's always important to check with a devotee, a senior devotee, and make sure that it's not something that is our own, we're not getting all these dreams out of our own anarthas. And that's what is kind of like misguiding us on the path of bhakti. There's also another time where the Harinam actually helped, and that's why I'm saying, like, always it's better to check the intuition that you're getting. It could actually be a message from the Supreme Lord as well. In 2008, there was this devotee who was chanting. He was kind of new to chanting, but he was chanting sincerely. And somehow his father had this big business and a lot of shares in the share market, and he gets this intuition that they should take away all the stocks from the market, because something wrong is going to happen. And he goes and talks to his dad, and he says, "Dad, we should take all the stocks out of the market." And his dad is like, "Are you like crazy or something? What happened? What are you doing these days? Well, how are you so sure?" And he says, "I'm chanting the Mahamantra." And he says, "Well, you should stop chanting then." And then somehow he still convinces him to go to the manager. The bank manager also says, "I've done an MBA, and I've done all this stock market analysis. Nothing's going to happen. It's just." But somehow he's able to convince his dad to take half the amount of shares from the bank. And believe it or not, 7 days after, there's a big stock market crash, and Lehman Brothers, 2008, there was a big crash, and they ended up saving about 10 crores in Indian rupees. So this is one story where, there is, through intuition, you may also be benefited, maybe materially, but you may also be benefited. So it's important to check with a guru when you get some intuition, and make sure that it is not just illusion. The next pastime we will discuss is that of Kamsa sending Shakatasura. So Shakatasura is a cart demon, and he transforms into a cart, and he is loaded with a lot of items, like heavy items, milk sweets and other things. And there's a celebration going on in Krishna's place for Krishna's birth, after a few days of his birth. And this cart demon goes right on top of Krishna and is trying to run over Krishna. And Krishna, all he does, and all the boys are watching this, and all he does is like through his leg, he just kicks the cart, and the cart like breaks into pieces, and there's a tumultuous sound. And what is interesting is, in this case, again, Krishna doesn't use any weapons, and throughout his childhood, he kills so many demons. And all the avatars, there's many weapons that the different avatars use. But what is interesting in all these pastimes, Krishna never uses any weapon. He just uses his limbs, his legs, his lips, his hands to kill all these demons. And Shakatasura, he represents the anartha of old and new habits. So when we are going through the process of bhakti, all these old habits come to us and slow down our process of bhakti. Even though we're trying very hard, and sometimes it could be some of the habits that we've had. Could be smoking, could be meat eating, could be even onion and garlic. We're trying to give up on all these things as sincere devotees, but they come and we see our friends having it, we see, some other person, smoking, and then naturally that old habit comes to your, mind, and, you cannot control the urge to get into that old habit, right? So that's why, when these old habits attack, we need to take some shelter. So Prabhupada introduced deity worship so that it can help. In addition to chanting, he introduced deity worship. And you can see how deity worship has a beautiful impact on all of us. The pujaris do an amazing job. Can we get a round of applause for the pujaris here? Even today, the deities were like outstanding, right? So Prabhupada introduced this, and it was not easy for Prabhupada to introduce, because all these disciples that he had in Krishna consciousness were only 6 months or 2 years or max, into Krishna consciousness. And deity worship is a huge thing. It's so simple. So in Australia, when he introduced, he installed the deities, the most senior devotee there was about 6 months old in Krishna consciousness. So when he installed it and Prabhupada gave the instructions, they were all kind of bewildered on how, if they will be able to do it. But this is how Prabhupada used to empower them. So he explained them what needs to be done and so on. And then while he was leaving, one of the disciples, he asked, Prabhupada, is there something else that we should know? And then Prabhupada said, okay, you can also offer 6 times bhoga every day. Bhoga, for all of you who don't know what bhoga is, it's an offering. It's an offering that we do to the Lord with some food items and so on. So when the devotees heard it, they said okay, and then they, after Prabhupada left, they were all wondering because they did not know what is bhoga. They were wondering what this is. So they thought it must be some kind of a sweet. So they were looking up for recipes of how to make bhoga and how to search for bhoga. And eventually they ended up, Prabhupada came after a few months, and he asked them, how is it going? And they said, Prabhupada, everything is going fine, but we still don't know what is bhoga and how to offer bhoga. Then Prabhupada was like, oh, you should have just asked. So then he explains it to them that it's an offering that we offer. So Prabhupada kind of had all these challenges while he was, it was not easy. Now, it's very easy for us. The DT department has a process. They will explain it to us, what needs to be done and so on. In another case where, this also goes back to kind of innovation and intuition kind of a thing. The DTs in New Zealand, they wanted, there was a small altar. So they wanted to worship 2 deities. And because they did not have space, they invented something like a rotary thing where they installed the altar on so this side would be Gaur Nitai, on the back side would be Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and it will rotate. So they will worship them like that. So they wanted to do it something like that. So when Prabhupada came, he offered obeisances to Gaur Nitai, And then when we woke up, it was, I mean, when he stood up, it was Jagannath Baldev Subhadra on the altar. So he was like, what is going on here? And then the disciples explained this, and then Prabhupada said, okay, your intention is very nice, it's very beautiful, but there are certain rules and regulations that we need to follow. So Prabhupada had to explain this. Yeah. So for deity worship is an important aspect. Even if we can't do deity worship in the temple, there are high standards in the temple, but we should do deity worship at home, because this is one way for us. Even if we don't have a deity, you can have a picture of the Lord, of Kishore Kishori, and then worship every morning. Then the next pastime is that of Trinavarta. Trinavarta is a worldwide demon. He was in the shape of a tornado. He came as a storm, and when Mother Yashoda had Krishna on his lap, Krishna noticed that the storm is brewing and there's something wrong. So all of a sudden he increases his weight. And when he increases his weight, Mother Yashoda cannot carry him anymore. So she puts him on the ground. And as soon as she puts him on the ground, the demon comes and then picks him up and then takes him in the sky. And there's a huge battle that goes on. And Trinavarta and Krishna eventually, he puts his hand around the neck, one to hold himself because he's small, and also to hold his neck. And then eventually Trinavarta, the demon, succumbs to death. And he falls down on the ground, and all the Brajavasis, they cannot see anything because, as is mentioned in this verse, Rajasa Tamasamritam. That means Rajas means dust, and Tamasamritam means darkness. There's darkness created because of all the dust that is created because of the storm. They cannot see anything, but eventually, when the demon comes down, they can see the demon because of the sound. And they can see that Krishna is sitting on the chest of this Trinavarta and playing. And they see that Nanda Maharaj, as always, because of Yogamaya, they don't see Krishna as the Supreme Lord. They see him as a little boy. They say that, okay, because of the piety of the Vrajavasis, Krishna is saved this time too from another demon. And then the demon is dead because of all the sinful activities that he's done in his life. So, this one thing interesting in this verse, this Rajasa Tamasamritam, not only it means dust, but Rajas also means passion. Rajas and Tamas, they're mode of passion and ignorance. These mode of passion and ignorance is not very convenient for our path of bhakti. So when our soul is covered by the mode of passion and ignorance, then and we don't get a lot of piety, as Nanda Maharaj was mentioning, there is no protection. So we have to be first on the path of like at least mode of goodness, and then we can go into the mode of transcendence. So whenever we are covered by the anartha of false pride, we are and covered by mode of passion and ignorance, then automatically we will fail in the path of bhakti. So the false pride that is mentioned here, there is many other pastimes that also represent pride. But this particular demon and Trinavarta, he represents the false pride that is resulting from the useless scholarship. For argument's sake or for controversy's sake, people use their scholarship in order to just defeat others in like some speculation or, like some philosophical speculation or something like that. But actually, Prabhupada says the purpose of scholarship should be to glorify Krishna. As long as we try to glorify Krishna, then our education, our scholarship, or whatever PhDs that we have, it is actually worthwhile getting that scholarship. So in Amritsar, there was this one last pastime, and then we will stop here. So Prabhupada actually he's invited to this philosophical debate. And when this debate is happening, at that time, all these philosophers are speculating about how everybody is one with God, and myself, and then God is not different, and so on and so forth. Then Prabhupada gets really what is all these folks speaking? And so he tries to walk away, and he says, I'm done with hearing all this nonsense. And Gurudas Prabhu, who is his disciple, he stops Prabhupada. Prabhupada, what will we do? Next up is you speaking on the dais. And Prabhupada says, no, I don't want to deal with these fools. And then Gurudas Prabhu says, what should we do, Prabhupada? And Prabhupada says, okay, why don't you speak? So Gurudas Prabhu at that point, he says, Prabhupada, I don't know anything. And he says, he still empowers him and he feels empowered, and Gurudas Prabhu goes on the stage and he starts speaking. So he will start with saying, I have one question for all of you. If everything is one and the same, then what is the difference between stool on the street or Rasgulla the sweet? What is the difference between stool on the street or Rasgulla the sweet? And all the philosophers are bewildered at this time because nobody has, presented such an argument before. And they kind of get offended because they're saying that Rasgulla and, you're asking us to eat stool on the street. So they go to Prabhupada and complain that Prabhupada, your disciples are doing all these things, and give the analogy. And Prabhupada asks Gurudas Prabhu, and he says, okay, don't worry, I will talk to him. These American disciples, they give very graphic examples. So please don't worry, I will talk to him. And then as soon as they leave, Prabhupada calls Gurudas and he says, what is that example that you gave? Stool on the street is equal to Rasgulla on the street. Very excellent example. Thank you for doing this, he says. So, Prabhupada, he's Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. He's called Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. That means he was strictly against Mayavad philosophy, where everybody says that I am Lord or I am one with Lord, I'm going to merge with the Lord, and so on. So like this, there are many, many pastimes of Krishna and many, many meanings behind it. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has a whole list of pastimes and what each of them mean. There will be a whole seminar if we start discussing about that. But I just wanted to discuss these main points, which were like power of chanting and power of hearing, through which we can really welcome Krishna into our hearts. And Krishna comes with, really two purposes, he says, in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhana vinashaya cha dushyatam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge, right? I come here with two purposes. One is to protect the devotees, right? And to annihilate the demons. We already discussed about annihilating the demons, right? How, he annihilates the demons within the heart also. And the second part is how he protects the devotees also. You can see in many, many cases when we take shelter of, Prabhupada himself is a great example of how Krishna protects, his devotees. So that's how we can, through the association of devotees, through chanting, through hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and all these pastimes, we can successfully welcome Krishna into our hearts. So with that, I'd like to end here. As I said, Balram Jayanti, important dates. Balram Jayanti is coming on August 19th. We have Krishna Janmashtami 2-day festival, August 25th and August 26th. Huge festival, biggest festival for us. Please don't miss it. We need a lot of volunteers for both of these festivals, as you can imagine. So we will put, if you're not on WhatsApp, please link to our WhatsApp. It's on the TV screens. Please join our WhatsApp groups. We will send a volunteer, group links. As also Prabhu mentioned, the expenses for Janmashtami itself will be more than $25,000. So please come forward and help in donation. If you cannot physically come and contribute, you're welcome to do both devotional service. And finally, I wanted to mention also the Krishna quiz, which is coming up on Sunday. It's about 6:45 p.m. We have Krishna quiz. It's from chapters 46 to 90. 46 to 90 we had last year. We had chapter 1 to chapter 45. It will be the same quiz master, same kind of questions. A lot of people enjoyed the quiz last time. So please start reading the Krishna book, chapter 46 to 90. So looking forward to seeing you all on Balram Jayanti and Janmashtami. Thank you all. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you so much. So yes, we'll be. It's glad that you mentioned a lot of very important points of how to welcome Krishna in our hearts. Also, the Krishna book is available outside. If you guys want to buy it or purchase it, you'll have it outside. The next part of the program will be Prasadam, which will be on the third floor, and we will have Kirtan going on from 7 to 8. Again, those who came new or later, we have this Vaishnav Sudha USB, which is sung by our kids, Vapsi group, and they have put a lot of effort to make this small USB with a lot of songs in there, Vaishnava bhajans. So we will be having this on sale next week. Please have a look at this and encourage our kids by buying them. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So I should have to shorten everything. Nitai. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Yeah, I know.
You'll play harmony? You know harmony. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha
शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Kishore Kishori, 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishore, Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय।
Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Is there any more katas? Oh, you keep yours. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Indrajuna Swami Niti Namane Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nivasesa Sunyabhari Pyaskatara Siddharane Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Om Angyana Timaranda Shaganangina Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Jaya Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Gadadhara Srivasa Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna. Okay, everyone. I just want to take a little time out to cry. I want to cry for Kishore to bless us and to give us their mercy and their grace. There's nothing like it in the world, and we're so undeserving. But because we love them, we're here and we're offering our obeisances to their lotus feet and praying for Radha's mercy. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Brajana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yasoda Nandana Brajana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo. Cry to the Lord, cry to the Lord, cry to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Cry to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya 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 Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda 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 Govinda, 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Govinda, 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 Gopala Gopala, 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 Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Govinda, 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 Gopala Gopala, Gopala Gopala, Gopala Gopala, Gopala Gopala, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, hey, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Rama, hey, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, hey, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Bol, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Jaya. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Kishore Gauranga Jaya. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga Jaya. Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore Jaya. Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore Jaya. Kishore Kishore Jaya. Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, hey, Jaya Jagannath, hey, Jaya Baladev, hey, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Go Haribo, 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 Nitai Go Haribo, 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 Nitai Go Haribo, Go Ramaninde.
Hare Krishna.